Hi, it's Ulti Carlson here. It always pleases me when old school anime gets remastered reissues on the Blu-ray format. Today we're going back to the late 80s, early 90s and looking at a title that, believe it or not, I'd never seen until this release came out, but was always curious about. What we're talking about today is Bubblegum Crisis. I'm going to unbox this release and share my opinions. There's a nice close-up of our characters on the cover there. That looks very nice. Here's the spine text. Back cover with some more shots from the show and the characters. We do get a booklet inside here, which is pretty thick. There's some interviews in here and some summaries. Sadly, no pictures or anything for the most part, but I am glad they included anything and didn't just slap discs in a case. So, again, giving credit where credit is due. This is split across two discs. Disc 1 has the first 6 episodes. Disc 2 has the latter 2 episodes, as well as the bonus features. Disc 1, Disc 2, and then there's even some art underneath there where the discs go, and that actually looks very nice. Tonight, a hurricane is on its way to Mega Tokyo. The cyberpunk classic is back. Welcome to Mega Tokyo's Tinsel City, a part of town where most struggle to survive while global conglomerates thrive. However, this fragile city of the future has another problem that's just about to blow up. Mega Tokyo's finest are being wiped out by an escalating series of attacks perpetrated by boomers, mechanized automatons born to kill. With no one else up to the task of recycling these mad machines, there's only one crew left to turn to, the Night Sabers. But just as this power armor-clad quartet starts fighting back, they get a whiff of something that stinks. A stench that leads right to the Genome Corporation's doorstep. Again, I had actually never watched Bubblegum Crisis before, but I was certainly curious about the show. And while Bubblegum Crisis is something of a mixed bag, I do think it's a beautiful looking show, well animated, with some beautiful protagonists, great cyberpunk sci-fi settings, and great action scenes. Of course, the show also finds some time for humor as well when it's needed. The series, of course, revolves around a group of young ladies called the Night Sabers, who utilize mechanized suits to fight against threats in Mega Tokyo, one of the biggest of which being a conglomerate called the Genome Corporation, responsible for the production of boomers, which are humanoid robots, most of which are not exactly out for the good of mankind. The narrative in the show, admittedly, is kind of a mess. This was broken down into 8 episodes, which were released between 1987 and 1991. But that said, even though there aren't too many characters and the show is a bit of a mess at times, I certainly had a lot of fun following it. The animation's gorgeous, the music is absolutely fantastic, and you have characters that come from various walks of life. Among the Night Sabers, you have a lingerie shop owner, a young police cadet, a professional singer, and then you even have a cop who's curious about these young ladies, and you have his partner who I don't think is as into the Night Sabers as he is, if you catch my drift there. So the show is a lot of fun. It actually does get quite violent when it needs to, and there is a fair amount of nudity as well. I believe this is actually rated 16 and up, but I'm really pleased with how the show looks, and a lot of these elements, even if the show is a bit dated, certainly do hold up. I had a ton of fun watching Bubblegum Crisis for the first time, and I am pleased to say that this Blu-ray release from AnimEigo, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, looks very good. This has clearly been, remastered, cleaned up, but all the natural film grain is intact, and it's clear there's been no unwanted noise reduction or digital tinkering. When it comes to vintage anime, this is the way it's supposed to look on the Blu-ray disc format. Colors are bright and bold when they need to be, but it doesn't feel like it's been artificially enhanced either. This is a fantastic looking back catalog anime transfer. I'm very happy with what I see here. We do get several bonus features on the second disc, including an interview with one of the show's creators, animators, a lot of recut music videos, vintage promos, and art galleries as well. So I'm happy to say it's not a bare bones package. Bubblegum Crisis is a show that for the most part does hold up despite its shortcomings. The transfer on these Blu-ray discs looks absolutely fantastic. And there's even a pretty fair amount of supplements on here too, which pleasantly surprised me. So I can give this release a very high recommendation to any fan of cyberpunk, sci-fi stuff, vintage anime, or anything in between. How about you? Are you a fan of Bubblegum Crisis? Did you have a chance to pick up this Blu-ray release from AnimEigo yet? Comment down below and let me know what you think. Also, remember to subscribe to this channel for more content. I'm always posting new videos, and make sure you give this one a like if you found helpful. I'm Ulti Carlson. I will see you next time.